Hello ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to go ahead and make some brush leads for our slot cars. This is a finished lead. It has a piece of solid core stranded wire about as long as your hand, about 6 or 8 inches long, and a piece of stranded wire spliced to it to serve as the pickup brush for your slot car model. To do this, we're going to need some lamp cord, which is a stranded wire, and we're going to need our hookup wire, which is a solid core wire. The hookup wire is important because this is what we hook to the motor, and the stranded wire is important because this is what is flexible and picks up on the track. Our instructions are simple. We're going to strip the stranded wire about 1/4 inch. So come down. To use the strippers for this corded wire, we're going to use the second hole from the bottom for that. I'm going to pull that off, so we just clip it. That'll cut the hole. That'll cut the insulation back, and then pull it off by hand. The next thing we're going to do is tin the end of the stranded wire. So what that means is we're going to put it down right here on this mark. We're going to take our soldering iron. We're going to hold the soldering iron down on the tip of the stranded wire. We're then going to take the solder and we're going to push it into the crevice between the soldering iron and the wire, and we're going to just feed it in until we get a nice big puddle of solder. Looks kind of like that. Let's see. This doesn't work out. It should be full of solder, but not dripping out. So, pull it on, feed it in. It should be like a raindrop size puddle. It shouldn't be dripping down onto the board, and it shouldn't be running out. Alright, the next step, we're going to go ahead and cut a piece of wire to length. So, about that long. We're going to strip the ends. With solid core wire, we're going down to the second hole in our cutter. Strip the end. Do the same thing on both sides. There you go. Mark is here. We're only looking to strip about 1/4 inch. Then we're going to take the solid wire and put it in the groove, and we're going to straighten it out, put it in the groove. We'll do the same thing with the stranded wire, and we'll take something like a pencil eraser or a nail or something and hold this down. I'm going to take the soldering iron and push it in against the stranded wire until the solder melts. And try to hold it down. Once the solder melts, count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remove the heat. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remove the pressure. That should join together. Now we're going to cut. That's joining our wires. Then we're going to cut the brush to length. Should be right about there. And now we have our contact brush. I want to just cut the insulation real quick right there around the outside, just to make sure that strips back, and pull it just so that it slides. This is what's going to get joined into your slot car. Once everything's fully assembled, we'll pull the insulation off the stranded wire. That'll be your brushes. Do not remove this insulation until your car is fully assembled. Alright. That's how it works. Have fun. And as always, keep being awesome.